Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 1 of 1 back again, and we've got these things to work with right now. So I was thinking, and I was wondering if there is a way, because I was thinking about the coding, right? Because I only have six input outputs, right? And that's it. So I wonder if we can still do this in sets of 5, right? So we would have to read each one of these. So this one would get like the first one, this one would get the second one, etc., etc., so on and so forth. And then I could set all of these to do a batch write. And then that way, if it detects that all of these are seeded, then it will, harvest all of them all at the same time. It's the idea, anyways. I don't know if that'll work though. I don't know, but I do know that I need to set up the next set of these. So we'll start from the middle and we'll kind of move out. Oh, those need to be spaced out more. Oh, so that's what that comment meant. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Because, I mean, if that's the case, then, 3 plus 3, I can do these 3 using one of those. Oh, hey, it grew. Look. Fancy. Hopefully they grow a little bit faster. Okay, so I suppose what we gotta do is make sure these things are connected. And then I gotta make more little Harvie things. So, and then, I mean, is that gonna be the best way to do this though? I'm kind of wondering, because I think there's a way to address things without actually needing to connect them to an I/O. So then if that's the case, then, I could run 5 of those, 5 of those and just, well, technically 6 of those, right? I don't know. I don't know how a lot of this stuff works. Harvie's not in here? Okay. Is Harvie in here? Harvie. There we go. I would like to make that. I need silicon. Alright. We need more silicon. Is that what's going on? Okay, so we have 150. Should do like 250. Oh no, we're out. We're out of silicon. That's not good. Well, I suppose what I can do is empty this out. 266 silicon in there. So we'll turn that off. That'll be fine, I think. And then while that's slowing down, I'll throw these things into here. Good. And then this thing needs a little bit of heat. Wow, that's going to heat up really fast. Okay. So that's doing its thing. Good, good, good. All right. All right. There's our silicon, and then that can go over into here. And we can start making those. And then while those are being made, I can go up here, empty this thing out. And while that thing is being emptied out, I can go and check on the progress here. Yeah, this is slow. All right, so I am going to get myself a drink real quick. And in case you were wondering, I have a little mini fridge in my office, and I keep my energy drinks in there, so that way they're nice and cool. Okay, so that's one Harvie. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on the sorting system. Turn on, please. Thank you. Good. All right. that is halfway through its second one. Good. Delicious. Now, the only bad thing about drinking the energy drink right now is I had one last night as well, which means I'm probably going to be on caffeine overload. So that'll be interesting. All right, let me see what the status of this thing is. And caffeine overload for me just means that I get like something like a stomachache. And that's about it, though. Excellent. So there's that. Good. We are 60-something percent. Nearly there. Good. Okay, so that should be 3 Harvies. And then I'll have to name these things, right? Okay, so Harvie goes there. Yes, yes. And we want it to go this way, so it's facing forward. And right there, and right there. Okay. So there is our little Harvie guy. That can get moved over here, so that way we have water going into everything. Oh, hey, they all grew. Nice. Now, what do I want? I mean, I could make... Oh, those are all nasty and rotten. I have mushrooms, rice, pumpkin, wheat, corn, or fern. I mean, tomatoes are like the most useful to me, right? They're also fairly slow to grow. Potatoes can be useful, but only if I also have the soybeans, so that way I can make the fried fries. Pumpkins, I don't know if they can do anything for me. And then for this, if I'm gonna make just I would need so much wheat just to make like a single thing. And the other thing I have to do is set up a refrigerated, what do they call it? Like, not a dispenser system, but the vending system. Yeah, I would need to set up one of those in here as well. And as far as I'm aware, that thing uses up a ton of power. And I can make rice pudding or something like that. I mean, we can take a look at all the things that we can make, right? So canned rice pudding, powdered eggs, I guess, or I don't know. And then that's just for like the canned stuff, right? We can also still make like all of this stuff too. So like bread loaf would need wheat, cereal bar I think also needs wheat, the muffin needs wheat, and other things. We can make a pumpkin pie. I mean, I could just make all of these things and just, I don't know, figure it out. And then the fern can also be used to make medicine. If I put this thing here. So I can do like groups of 3, right? So once these are all grown, I can take these 2 out, take those 2 out, move them over here. And then I could have 3 different groups of things growing. Okay, so I know that potatoes grow quickly. So that might actually be the best option for me to... And I have lots of potato seeds here too, so... We'll plant plant that, and plant that. And then those all need power. Okay, so then we have to label things, so let's go ahead and do that. High dev potato A. Confirm. High dev potato B. Confirm. High dev potato C. And then we need Harvie potato A. Confirm. Potato B. Potato C. Confirm. Okay, so now this. All right, so that should be good there, I think. Okay, and then I can take this thing off here and use it over here because I can't really do anything with this yet until those are grown. So I mean, like, why have it over here if I can actually make use of it over there, right? Then I need a drill to remove it. And I'll just make another one and put it there when we get to that point. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how to get all of this. Like, where am I gonna set it up over here, right? Something to think about. I'm tired. Okay. Okay. All right. So now that we got that going, I wanted to get probably a wall. Get some plastic on there, I guess. Alright, so we will throw the wall on here in a couple places. So we'll put this one over here, because then I can put everything on there. And we'll do this one over here, and then this one can be on there. Okay, so that should work. Alright. So then, housing, we can put that over here, or here. I think that'll work. Put that in there for now, and then I need to get all of this stuff connected. Alright. Actually, would that make more sense to go off of here and up? Probably, right? Yeah. Okay. Then we go up here, and then we can continue this on this way. That'll go there. Okay, so that should give power to all of this stuff. Okay. All right, and then I have to try to figure out how to make this thing do what I want it to do, which is going to be fun. Okay, so first off, to use a little screwdriver here. Greenhouse, filtration, gas mixer, Harvie, potato ABC, high dev A, high dev B, high dev C, Harvie A, Harvie B, oh, this needs to go to Harvie C, there we go. Oh, that's why. I was not consistent in my naming scheme. I mean, should I just use like... Yeah, so it's like a comma, right? So comma kind of makes sense more, I think. Confirm. Now, is that going to break the connections? I have no idea. High dev A. High dev B. High dev C. Confirm. All right. Nope, that should be good. Okay. So now I got to figure out how to make this thing work. So that'll be fun. First, I have to see like what is even going on with. Oh, has that been on this entire time? Oh, that's great. Okay, pressure, temperature, ratio oxygen, blah 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 blah, ratio water, total moles, combustion, prefab hash. Wait. This doesn't tell me if it's growing or not. So then what's the point of having this in here if that doesn't work? That just tells me like the conditions of that. That doesn't actually tell me what like the growth step of it is. But I think I can get that in the Harvie, so, I mean, like, what's the point of having... I don't know. Right, battery. So, like, if I look at this thing, right... Okay, well, I suppose let me get up here so I can actually look down at this thing. Power mode is in 1, required power input count. So that doesn't really tell me anything either. So how does whatever know when it's time to pull these things out? Hang on. Let's do some research. Harvie. The modes indicate current growth status of the plant below. Import is used for planting, and harvested plants are sent to export. Then if we take a look at this hydroponics device, sufficient light, blah, 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 automated. These cannot be placed consecutively as they are considered devices rather than pure pipes. They do, however, allow data integration for logic systems. Okay. See, but this, like, nothing in here tells me if the plant is ready to be picked, right? Growth, maybe, in the logic slot. I think that might be it. Oh, seeding, maybe. But then how do I... Well, hang on. Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna get a logic reader and well, a slot reader specifically, and we're gonna plug it in and we're gonna see how that looks, and we'll see if it gives us what we want. Because I think this little thing can't read slots, right? So I think I would need like a slot reader or something. But if we go with this. Just one of these for now. Good. Thank you. Okay, so then if I put this thing, logic reader, I need a slot reader. Okay. And I'm going to need more wire as well. Oh, whoops, that's got to go that way as well. Okay. Okay, more wire. Okay, so now this thing can go like that. And like that. Okay. Now we need to set this thing to read. So we're going to pull off of high def potato A. We're going to look in the growth slot. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Occupant hash, occupied. Quantity, seeding, sorting, damage, growth. It tells us that our growth is at 1 right now. Now, I don't know if that actually tells me anything. And I'm, oh wait, there's mature? What? Wait, no, this is health. Mature is 0, okay. Next quantity, occupant, occupied. So if I put this on seeding, then when this gets to the point to where it does seed, it should tell me that it's seeding, right? And then if that's the case, then I could just tell this thing to tell that thing just to harvest right away, right? But then would it need to plant as well? Pretty sure it doesn't like auto plant itself. I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could look up, see if there's any kind of code online, maybe? Of course, that'll be just with you guys looking at a screen that's not moving and just listening to me talk. Okay, so Stationeers, Harvie code, or script, or whatever. We have a how to automate Harvie, a Stationeers tutorial. That's a video though, so I don't want to get copyright struck or whatever. So we'll just take a look at this. Let's see, tutorials on using Harvie, question mark. I've seen some videos where they gloss over automated farming, but using many keyword searches, I can't for the life of me find a guide on how to make Harvie do this without you needing to be there. Interesting. And then Dupa says you need to set up a hydroponics tray with a data port. Scroll to the second option and place the Harvie above it. Oh, hey, it did a thing, it grew. Nice. Let's see, and then place the Harvie above it. Then you need an IC chip with some code to control it. It won't work by itself. Search the workshop for Harvie and make your pick. I have used the Harvie with limited success, sometimes got jammed in harvesting or planting states. Well, that's lovely. Just had to reload the game or deconstruct the Harvie to fix it. Okay. And then Cows Are Evil apparently did a tutorial on it, so that's cool. Yeah, this is all just referring to the YouTube thing. Some of these people are saying that you need to code one Harvie per IC chip. Well, that sucks. You only need so many units running at one time for one person, so it's not bad to have one IC per unit. I was thinking about it, and maybe if you did a workaround where it's controlling one, it can't control the others until that one is done. Okay, well, I think that sounds like it's just an issue with their coding. I think a workaround is just to use like 30 or more and manually use on linked to a button instead of a few auto on a script. I mean, I suppose. But every time we press the Harvie, it would harvest all of them, even if they're not mature. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking too, right? So you actually have to manually press a button instead of having an automated process. And then through IC, you can only control 6 at a time max. Interesting. Also not sure because I haven't done it, but it still might make them freeze up because you're controlling more than one at once. What is this? So this is on the Steam community. Apparently they have, so it's called Harvie 500, I guess. Harvie controller using the new IC commands from the integrated circuits update can control up to 511 Harvies from the one chip, all operating on separate cycles. What? Name the Harvie and the hydroponics device the same name with the labeler. It is important that they both have the same name, as this is how the code identifies the pairs. Okay. Enter the names of the pairs and top the code for them to be controlled by the chip. Set if you want the Harvie to wait for seeds. Wow, can I look at this code without actually subscribing to it? And it shows me a picture of the code. It doesn't actually show me what it's doing. Okay, that's cool. So the only way for me to get access to this is to subscribe to it. I have no idea if this is even going to work. I can never remember what my password is for these things, so it's like, is it this one? No. Okay, is it this one? No, okay. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Okay. Is it that one? Yes, it is. Okay. I have like 15 different passwords, like saved in my own memory banks, whatever. Oh, and they send a code to my. Okay, hang on. I know you guys are just looking at a blank screen that's not really moving, but you are seeing the plants grow, right? So it's kind of fun, right? Maybe. Okay, can we just go do a thing? There we go. Okay, we are logged in. Good. Now that I'm logged in, can I actually just like look at the code, or is it still going to make me subscribe? Of course it is. Okay. Some games will require you to relaunch them before the item will be downloaded. Well, I just want to look at the code, man. All right. So let's set up my little laptop here, and we'll see if we can get the code. All right. So I would like to check our library. There we go. Harvie. Oh, that's by Counselor Evil. Okay. Overwrite. Okay, so here we go. So Harvie 500 controller by Counselor Evil. Control up to 511 Harvies on separate cycles. Set variables here to customize the operation. Okay. Can seeds and use poop? What? This is hilarious. Give the Harvie and hydroponics tray the same name. Enter the names of the sets in the list here. What does this command do? Push. Okay. So we have the hash for the Harvie, we have the hash for the tray, so that's how it recognizes each individual thing. Oh, so this is how you get away with not using the D0 through 5, right? Is you do this thing. And then we're setting the name to R10, I guess. Set this. So the setting for the actual IC chip setting is 1, okay. This is it for the code, and that controls 511 individual machines. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, so what is SP? Don't edit anything below here, okay. So we have the reset, which is moving SP, whatever SP is, to 0. And then we're going to go to start after that. We're going to pause. We're going to add SP to SP. So we're going to add basically just 1 to it. So we're incrementing the counter. Peak. What does peak do? I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay, register equals the value at the top of the stack. Stack of what? Peak set name. Okay, what is set name? Set name is R10. But then what's... I mean, we definitely want to get the seeds, right? So Why does he say use poop instead of fertilizer? That's just why. I mean, I get it. It's funny, but it's just okay. Hang on. I would like you to pause real quick. I'm looking at that code and it's like, what is this doing? But yeah, Cows Are Evil is much more advanced at using the code in this game than I am. So, yeah. Okay. Let's go back and keep looking at it, I guess, until I can finally understand it. If that'll happen. There's no guarantee that it will. Okay, hang on. First off, I want to make sure that this thing sorted properly. Okay, so we got lots of that, lots of that. We got just a ton of iron in here. Okay, so the reason why I'm checking this one is because in case like something faults out with all the sorters up there and it just shoots stuff through all the way to the end, it'll go directly here because there's nothing else there. There's no sorter there, so it's not just gonna hold it up there. It'll just, you know, spit it all out. So if there was a lot of stuff in the uranium silo that wasn't actually uranium, that would be an issue. Okay, so let me check this guy. This guy's doing good. 486, okay. Yeah, that's good. We'll let that keep going, I guess. Okay, so back to looking at this code so I can maybe try to understand it, and if I can understand it, then maybe it will help me out with my coding. Okay, so oh yeah, this is the combustion centrifuge, I think. Wait, no, what's this? No. Node minables. Oh, no, that's the rocket code. Yes, overwrite, please. Thank you. Okay. And he made that earlier this year. Huh, okay. So get seeds, yes, no. Push hash. Hash Harvie set 1. What does push do? Pushes the value of A to the stack at SP and increments SP? Wait, so is SP like some like special thing here? Like that I don't know about? I don't know if it was, it's not in there. Is it in here? Also, why is it adding into there? Nope, that's not it either. Okay, so why is it doing that? Okay. What's in here? These are all the different slot variables. Okay, so that's fine. I don't really care about that. Okay. So if I'm understanding this correctly, and I'm referencing it to my own knowledge of coding, which is obviously not this kind, this is hash, whatever this thing is, it's like an array, right? So you have this particular thing stored in there, then you have a comma or a semicolon or something that separates, then you put this one into there, next one after it, and you're basically just adding everything into here. And I think after each iteration of this, that's what kind of makes the array, which is how you can have all of this craziness work. But then wouldn't that make this like absolutely huge? Because, I mean, an array fits in like a single variable slot, right? It's just that the variable can be broken down into multiple different pieces. So if this is an array and it's storing all of the names, okay. So then we're going to alias the set name to R10. Okay, so then register 10, I guess, is where we're putting the set name. But what is set name? Where are are we just calling it set name here? Okay, so that's just R10 then. And then we have the hash codes for those two items, so we can reference them without having to set them into the D0, D1, D2 through 5, whatever, right? Okay. And then assuming that we're putting this into a logic slot or a housing, DB references whatever the thing is plugged into. So like if I were to put the IC code into like an air conditioner, like DB would reference the air conditioner. So then this is setting the housing setting to 1. I have no idea what that does. Okay, then we have a... Okay, so then SP has got to be this array that we're setting up here. Okay. So moving the SP to 0. So this would be like if this was Microsoft Access, of course, right? In order to reference different parts of the array, you can put in the name of the array with parentheses, and you put the number of whatever part you want to access in there. So like it would be like array, assuming that the array is called array, you know, parentheses 1 will pull the very first item. Well, it would be the second one because array 0 was the first item. So it would pull the second item, and then if you change that to like array 5, it would pull the 6th item because, you know, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's like the 6th one in. Okay. So I have that, I think, if I'm understanding this correctly. Okay, and then this is the start of the main loop here. So we're going to yield, then we're going to increment this to SP. So is this not setting anything into the 0th position? Because if the first thing that we're doing is we're incrementing this by 1, then whatever may be stored in the 0 position of the array is never going to get accessed. Okay. And then it's going to look at the set name, peek at the set name. Okay, so I think that has to work with SP, right? So peek specifically works with SP. And then, let's see, so then the set name, so then it's going to look at whatever this is currently iterated to. So let's say that it's at SP2, right? So then it's going to take a look at this and set name, which is referred to R10, I guess. So if it peaks, it's going to set this to R10. Or does that work automatically off of whatever this is iterated to first, and then this is just setting whatever it's finding the iteration as into register 10. I think that's how that's working. And then if register 10 equals 0, because there's nothing there, meaning we've got to the end here. So that's why you have to end it in 0. Okay, that makes sense. So then if you see the 0, then reset. Right, I got that. Okay. I'm going to go fix this real quick. So we're on check device. So let me just get out of here real quick. You can close. We're going to go fix ourselves real quick. Okay. Let's see. Brown for our waste. Here we go. Should pull that directly out. Might as well replace that too. And then, yeah, we're still good on our fuel though. Okay. How are you doing? You're at 8 liters? Okay. We still have a little liquid nitrous oxide in here, and carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. So it's still going through all of this stuff. Wow. Okay. Oh, right, of course it is, because I think I have this thing still being set to filter, right? I need the atmospheric analyzer in here. I don't know if that's actually cleaning out or not. No idea. Okay, so let's head back. Why am I missing a tool? Why am I missing a tool? tool am I missing? Why am I missing a tool? And why can't I figure out which tool? Okay, so we got that, 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 we got that. We have that. What? Okay, we have the clippers, we have that. We have that, we have that. Am I missing something? I am most definitely missing something. Unless it's... No, it's not in there. Right? No, it's not in there. It's not up there. Okay. It's not over here. Okay, apparently I'm missing a tool somewhere. Don't know where, but I'm missing a tool somewhere. Okay. Oh, hey. So those are thriving towards fruiting. Good. These are also thriving. Good. We're at 50 kPa in here, which is fine. I don't know where my tool went. In fact, I don't even know what tool I'm missing. Because this... Oh, duh. It's the laptop. I'm smart. Okay. You guys are probably yelling at me in the chat. I'm sorry. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to overwrite this. Okay, so we're over here, right? Okay, so peek. So we're throwing set name. Well, we're looking at this array, and we're taking whatever the name is up there, and we're putting that in there at set name. So now register 10 holds the set name whenever we increment this thing. Okay. Load bn. What is load bn? lbn. lbn. Batch mode. Okay, so we're loading batch. Okay. Loads logic type from all output network devices with provided type and name hashes. Name hashes, interesting. Using the provide. Don't you mean provided batch mode? Okay. And then Harvie and Trey was set here. Okay, so then we're gonna load register 0 with that hash with the name that's set in the array. And then provided that we're not equal to 0, why would... Branch not equal to 0. We're going to go to register 0. Oh, wait, no, that's checking if register 0 is not equal to 0. So we want this to be 0? What? Activate minimum, mature minimum, seeding minimum. I don't know what any of these things are. Okay, so I think this is looking up two different things, and that's... Yeah, because I was looking at LBN and said that you could do average, minimum, maximum, sum, whatever, right? So it's using minimum here. So it's checking activate and looking at the minimum value that it could be. And then LBNS, what is that? LBNS. Loads logic slot. Oh, okay, so that's the slot. From the slot index for all output network devices. With provided type and name hashes uses the provided batch mode, average, sum, minimum, maximum. Yeah, so this is those things, right? can use either the word or the number. Okay. So then we're loading BN tray set name, mature, and then minimum. Branch if equal to, if R0 is equal to -1, we're going to go to plant. And then if it's not equal, what's BNE? BNE. Branch to line if equal. Okay, so branch if equal. Okay. Oh wait, no, not equal. Got you. Okay. So branch not equal. So if R0 does not equal 1, go to start. If branch if it equals to -1, then go to plant. Okay. Then branch if less than 0. Okay, so get seeds is what we would set up above, right? So that's that little variable up there. So if we want to get the seeds, we put that as a 0. If we don't want them, that becomes a -1. Oh man, this is hurting my brain a little bit, actually. I mean, it's mostly because I don't understand like what all of these things stand for. So I know branch not equal to 0, load BNS, like load batch something. I don't know, man. I don't have these memorized yet. And then set batch n SBN. What is SBN? SBN stores register value to logic type on all output network devices with provided type hash and name. Okay, so I think this is how he's able to do like so many of these things, is because this can work with the hash and the name, right? So you have a hash, which is going to be the same for all the Harvies, right? All the Harvies are going to have the same hash, but you can specify the name, and then the name is what will then set them apart. So you could technically run an entire base off of a single IC chip if you use this method. Okay, so, and then what was the N there? Stores logic to network devices. So set batch, what's the N? Oh, name? Set batch with a name? Is that what that is? Then this would be load batch name from the what is that? It's not the general like things. It's this. What is that? LBNS. Why can I not? LBNS. Slot. That's what it is. Slot. Why can't I remember that name? Jeez. Okay. So load batch name slot. I think that's what that stands for. Okay. And then if we go to plant, we're going to load R0 DB setting. We're going to load Z, or we're going to set. I still don't. Okay, so when you do the load, right? R and D, right? Loads a device logic type to a register. Okay, so then we're looking at the setting of the IC housing. What? That doesn't make sense. And then we're loading that into R0. Why? Because, I mean, we're setting that up here, right? So we're setting this setting to 1. So are we just using that as like an extra like place to store a 1? Is that what's going on here? And we're taking that 1 that's in here and loading it into register 0. Okay, branch if equal to 0, go back to start. So if for whatever reason R0, well no, because this is a DB set. What is this going to, this right here, DB setting? Like, I don't think it's going to the housing, so this is going to something else. I don't know, man. And then branch if equal to 0. If this, so if R0 equals 0, go back to start, which is up here, right? And then we're gonna load branch, no, load batch named slot. Load batch name. Okay, so then we're gonna throw whatever was in R0 into the Harvie with this particular set name. And then 0 quantity and minimum. So are we putting the 0 into the quantity or? Then branch if equal to 0. Start. Isn't that what we just did here? So why are we going through this twice? I'm confused. And then load batch named slot. So then we're going into the tray, and we're doing the same thing here, but we're putting a 1 in here. Okay. And then branch if less than R0, use poop, start. Oh, so that's, if you want to use fertilizer, then it does whatever. I don't know how this works, man. And then set batch name. Okay, so then the Harvie with this name, so this specifically, we're going to put plant, we're going to change that to 1. So is this what tells it to plant? And then once that's done, we jump back to start and we do the whole thing over. So then that'll iterate to the next named thing here, so the next list in the array, I guess, or the next name in the array. Oh, man, that is confusing. Oh, hey, look at these guys. We're still not seeded yet, but it is thriving towards seeding. Okay, well that's cool. These things still haven't grown past their initial whatever thing. Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I could just like use the code and say, hey, if it works, right? But I don't want to just do that. I want to understand why the code works, because then if I can understand why the code works, then I could maybe utilize pieces and parts of that code that I then understand in other parts. So, I mean, I think I get the gist of what's going on there, but I still don't understand exactly what he's doing. So, I don't know. And we're just about at an hour, so what am I going to name this one? I don't know, playing around with the Harvies, I guess. Okay, so that is fruited, so we can get potatoes out of this right now if I wanted to. But I want to get the seeds out. And if I hit that, it'll tell it to harvest. And then it'll just, what, like shove the potatoes in the back there? Probably. Okay. So I think once these are seeded, this will probably change to a 1 or a 0 or something. I mean, it would make sense if this was a 1, because then I could do a writer of sorts to tell that thing to harvest. But then the one thing it won't do is replant it. Wait, then wouldn't that need seeds in order to replant? I don't know. Anyways, we got more stuff to look at in here, so eventually we'll hopefully figure it out. And then if you guys are watching trying to figure this out along with me, maybe once I figure it out, then I can tell you guys how it works. But for right now, I still don't know. So that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.